What do you do?
I'm an insult comedian.
Insult comedian?
Yeah, like your face looks like a cow's ass.
It's clever.
William, Mummy is poorly, so I'm going to the doctor to collect some leeches. Do you want me to see if he has a cure for ugliness yet? Why are you crying? That wasn't even one of my better jibes. Elizabeth is with child at 14 and unmarried. But why does that make you cry? That just sounds like a fun, juicy tidbit to me. William, you stupid boy. The child is not yours. You cannot make a woman pregnant just by being obsessed with her. Ew. And Elizabeth wanted that? No, I need no further detail. Wow, Mummy thinks she's poorly now, but wait until she finds out about this. When are you going to tell Mummy and Papa? Because I would quite like to be there.
Welcome to the Little Miss Halloween pageant. I'm a robot space girl thingy. I'm a little bit nervous because my routine is kind of tricky.
Live with their vocal group, the Crypt Kick-Off 5.
We are on national TV right now, Mackenzie. I mean, that was not your best effort. I'm sorry. You need to light a fire under that booty. Come on. I'm a waffle.
I'm really glad you're here. I was starting to think I was going to have nobody to talk to. Yes, my mom is on this plane. She's right behind me, but she's already sleeping. That's why it's okay if we sit separate, because she loves to sleep and I love chatting. No, my dad isn't on this plane. Him and my mom are divorced. By the way, I guess you know that now. Your parents are divorced too? That's kind of lucky. How many chances are there of that? We're actually on this plane to go to a cruise, which is hopefully not like the Titanic, because on the Titanic, they crashed.
Yeah, I put my kid in beauty pageants. And if your kid was as beautiful as McKaylee, you would too. I can fit 4 hot dogs up my nose at once. And sometimes I feed my dog with my toes.
Wait, so who's coming to Shane's tonight? Ryan, Jesse, Lily. Jesse's coming? Yeah. Okay, well then I probably shouldn't go because Jessie seriously hates me. Why would she hate you? I don't know why. Like, one day I thought she liked me, and then the next day she clearly hated me. Wait, what happened? I went to her little event last month, and I was like, hey, Jessie, what's up? And she was like, hey, thanks for coming. I don't know what I did to her, but obviously she hates me. By little event, do you mean her grandma's funeral? Yeah. Don't you think she was just sad because her grandma died? I don't think that's it. Yeah, I don't think that's it. It was a grandma, right? Like, not a parent, so.
I have been thinking a lot about what to get my gay grandson for Christmas, though I doubt he's putting the same thought into my gift. Another year, another pair of slippers. Hooray! Anyways, he won't admit it, but I know what he wants more than anything is a man. He's been particularly gloomy ever since that boy from Costco stopped texting him back. I got him a large piece of fabric that he can put over his Funko Pop collection when he has company over. I don't know about you, but those beady little eyes would certainly kill my mood. I also got him a nice, handsome winter coat. 'Cause believe it or not, meeting someone requires leaving the house every now and again.
You think I'm gauche? Please. Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words can only hurt me if I know what they mean. Okay, so I only have like 5 minutes before I have to pick up the big girl, so let's make this quick. Disclaimer, the car is parked, and sorry for my hair and my makeup and all of my physical features. So yesterday I posted a silly little lighthearted video that was just poking fun at my husband because when he was babysitting our girls, because I was being so selfish, I was like, can I please go to the grocery store for once in my life? And he was like, oh, fine, if you have to. He fed them a jar of mayonnaise for dinner.
which is funny. That's just funny. That's a funny thing. You know how guys are. But a lot of people took it way too serious and were like, that's not okay. You know, he should be able to parent his own kids. Whatever. I just want to say, like, how are you going to judge? How are you going to judge my relationship from one little video? And I'm not going to take the video down because it has 3 million views. And that's the most views I've ever gotten.
There's literally less than 400 days until my big day. My fiance wants to invite this girl that I don't like, that he knows that I don't like, to my wedding. Now, I don't think they should have a relationship at all now that I'm in the picture, but he was insistent and super generous and loving, and I compromised, and I let him see her like once a month. She's the absolute worst. Every room that she goes into, it's look at me, look at me, look at me. And that's not the energy I want at my wedding. She's also a Gemini. Enough said. But he is insisting that his daughter come to our wedding. And I just want to clarify that she was an accident, right? Like, him and his ex did not plan to have her, but I'm supposed to plan to have her at my wedding?
Yeah, I can tell you the story of Easter, but there's no bunnies in it, by the way, and it's actually very, very scary. So Jesus and these other 2 guys that nobody ever talks about got in trouble with some really bad meanies. And the meanies nailed Jesus to a cross. So there's nails through Jesus' hands and feet, and it's a very bad situation. So anyways, Jesus dies. I have no idea what happens to the other 2 guys. Everyone's super sad and things, and nobody knows what to do. And then someone's like, what should we do with Jesus' body? And someone's like, put it in a cave. So they put the body in a cave. So then 3 days later, somebody goes to check on Jesus, make sure no animals have gotten him. And he was up walking around in the cave. So everyone's like, Jesus, you're alive. You can be our leader again. And he's like, nope, actually, I'm gonna die again. And he dies again right there. And he just came back alive. And he's like, nope, I'm gonna die again. So even though he dies again right after, it's still a pretty big deal that he came back to life. Everybody says so.
My kid absolutely adores being a social media star. We do not do it for the money. We do it because he loves what he does. I mean, this kid is a ham. He has so much charisma. We do it because he begs us to. All you have to say is thank you so much for the 25K followers, and then you can go play.
This. Why would you put this on your body? And what part of Christmas makes you want to look ugly? What's the goal with a sweater like this? Do you want people to think that you're terminally ill? Not only is this the most vile print I have ever witnessed, but this fabric also feels like the stuff they make billboards out of. Why? Again, I don't care if it's Halloween, I don't care if it's Arbor Day. Why do you choose to be ugly? Not only did you go to a Piggly Wiggly in Kinston, North Carolina, but you also want people to know that. I'm sorry for your loss, but I'm sure Peapod doesn't want you to remember him by this.
Oh, hey. I figured you wouldn't be hungry, so I told them not to bring you a menu. I'm hungry. Why wouldn't I be hungry? Because you had a big fancy dinner last night at a big fancy restaurant while I washed a load of socks and watched Gilmore Girls with Grey's Anatomy on in the background and ate nothing. Yeah, but that was last night, and today I'm hungry again. I guess I'm just gonna have to come out and say it then, huh? Next time you go out to dinner with our mutual friends, could you maybe not post that on Instagram? Because that can hurt people's feelings. Mutual friends? Do you mean my parents? What are you implying? Are you implying that you're closer to Dave and Lisa than I am?
This weekend is the Thanksgiving potluck at the church, but I'm still traumatized by some of the foods that were at last year's potluck. I made my sweet butter baby rolls. They taste like O'Charlie's. Everybody loves them, and my husband would tell me if they were bad. Trust me. There was a lot of egg salad, potato salad, coleslaw. When you go to a mostly white church, you're going to have a lot of mayo-based dishes. But then there was Tammy's lasagna. And it was so dry, I thought at first I was eating a stack of saltines. Then Tammy pops in, do you like my lasagna? Of course, I had to say yes, because Tammy's sensitive, and if you say something that hurts her feelings, she'll tell her husband will give you a phone call, and then you have to have a whole conversation about how sensitive Tammy is. The true atrocity came at dessert. When I say cobbler, what do you think of? Blackberries, peaches, maybe even a raspberry if I'm feeling festive. Misty brought a cantaloupe cobbler. So I told her, I said, Misty, this is the worst thing I put in my mouth. And she said, Kathy, honey, you've put worse in your mouth. And everybody laughed. So this year I'm ready for Misty's food and her comebacks.
Please, Mommy, I don't want to slap Grandma. Please, don't make me slap Grandma. You don't have to. You don't have to, baby. You don't have to slap Grandma. But you said I have to. You said that Grandma was mean to you, and so now I have to slap her. It's a prank, baby. It's not real. It's a prank. But why'd we do it then? Why'd we have to do it if it wasn't real? It's funny. Everyone's gonna think this is so funny. You look so funny when you cry. Lighten up. Okay.
Well, slap me across the face and call me Mary. Little Tungsten has parents after all. I've heard so little about y'all. Are you here for the kindergarten graduation ceremony?
Yes.
Excellent. And will y'all be wanting my office to change clothes in, or did you plan on utilizing one of our limited handicap stalls for that?
We're not changing.
Hey, they all are just wearing that to the graduation. Okay. Well, head on in then.
Just FYI, we are leaving early.
Oh, no, you won't be leaving early.
Why not?
There's a car parked right behind your truck, blocking you in.
I didn't see a car.
Well, I haven't parked it there yet, but I do plan on doing so.
Hey, Connie.
Hey, Mrs. Bucker.
Can you print some worksheets off for me real quick?
No, I cannot.
And why not?
Because, Mrs. Bucker, it's the end of the school year, and worksheets at the end of the school year, that's criminal, and I can't participate in any more criminal activity this year.
You are just so silly. The worksheets are waiting in your inbox.
Well, that is where they will remain, in my inbox, until the end of time, because I will not be printing them. And I am not silly. When I am humorous, it is on purpose. Plus, can't you see that I'm doing something?
What are you doing?
How dare you?
America is a scam and nobody's talking about it until now.
I was trying to make a joke at the expense of British people. I thought, how fun. Us Americans, we could all laugh together. We could all bond over something. We could laugh at British people together. But so many of you did not get that it was a joke. And so now, as Americans, we look a little silly because we can't figure out what's a joke, and we can't read hashtags, and we can't read the room.
Is it supposed to do all that in the middle? I'm uncomfortable just looking at you. Styles certainly have changed since my day. How interesting. And are we sure that's the right size? What do boys think of this kind of thing? Gotta be confident to wear something like that. She would give you the shirt off her back, and then she'd ask for yours in return, and suddenly you're wearing a Piggly Wiggly t-shirt with 10 holes in it, and she's wearing your favorite sweater from Banana Republic that you paid full price for. Everywhere that she went, people would stop and stare, because she walked her 12-year-old boy on a leash, and he looked embarrassed, and she would yank him if he was going slower than she'd like.
She would light up every room that she walked into. Literally, she would set small fires. That was her thing. I guess my mom and your mom are new friends. That's exciting for them. Your mom seems to like the same wine that my mom likes. They seem to be getting along pretty good. So who's your favorite Pokemon? How could you never hear of them? They're all over the TV all the time. Okay, so you want to play pretend? We could play detectives, we could play post office, we could play home makeover show. What do you mean you don't like to play pretend? What center do you usually pick during playtime? I'm sorry, I'm confused because this is really weird. You pick to do math during dinner time even though you don't have to pick math? What do you usually do at recess? Soccer. Oh. Do you like food? We could go try sneak some fruit roll-ups from the pantry while our moms are laughing at their wine. Okay, good. Sounds like a plan.
Mom, I'm trying on filters on your phone, okay? I'm not gonna press post, okay? Mom, come look at this one. I look like a slug. Oh no, Mom, I'm so scared. I have a real spiral on my face. That's not real. No. Start over. Please start over, please. I don't know how to do this. Mom, I don't know how to work this one. Mom, I have people on my face. Oh my goodness, Mom. This says I look like this guy. Mom, come look, I'm your boyfriend, Phil. Hey, it's me, Phil. Can you please turn on HPTV? I want to watch the show where the houses get made over. Mom, come see it. Do it really funny. Mom, I'm doing one that tells me what my dream job is, but I don't have to do that if I don't like the job. What's an Oprah singer? Hey, Briette, you good? Yeah, I'm good. Are you good? Yeah. I've just got a lot on my plate these days. What's going on? Magdalena just started looking at colleges for next year. That's exciting. Yeah, so exciting. What schools is she looking at? Well, her first choice is Duke. That's a tough school to get into. Uh-huh, sure is. What's her second choice? Wake Forest. That's a nice, private school. It is a shockingly nice school. Any others on the list? Just Dartmouth? I see. And, what kind of student is Magdalena? She is such a hard worker. Honey, I don't need any presents. The only present I need is to be surrounded by my family. Though I don't recognize some of you, it's been so long since you checked in on me. All my babies under one roof. Though I know y'all would rather be anywhere else. It is so nice to have my whole family together. Probably the next time you'll all be together is at my funeral.
For calling Big Pharmacy, please listen to the following menu options. Pour les français, appuyez sur 9.
Pharmacy.
If you're a medical provider, press 1. If you'd like to refill a prescription, hang up and download our app.
Pharmacy.
Did you know you can order a wide variety of Big Pharmacy cigarettes straight to your door?
Pharmacy.
Did you say the optometry department?
Pharmacist.
I'm sorry, I didn't catch that.
Pharmacist.
Did you say the photography department?
Pharmacy.
I'm sorry. If you're a medical provider, please press
Human.
If you work at Kohl's, press
Human
2.
being, please.
If you would like to refill a prescription,
Speak
do
to
that
a
right now.
pharmacist.
I'm sorry. I'm having trouble
Human
hearing.
Okay, please.
Okay,
I can't
I'm
talk
connecting
to
with
you
someone.
because you're a robot
know that?
and I'm a human woman. I need...
This is Ashley. How can I help you?
Hi, Ashley. Hello, fellow teens. It's me, Caroline. Just another teen like you. As you can tell by my middle part, millennials could never. And you know what time it is. Summer break is almost over. Time to go back to high school. I'm going to be a sophomore, a junior. I'll be honest, I've been struggling to get my head in that back to school mindset, and that's not because I'm 28 years old and don't go to high school. I'm a teen just like you. That's because I haven't picked my studies theme for my phone yet from the Fonts Art app. I think this one is going to really make me feel motivated to work on my science and physics and English. Now that's more like it. That looks like a phone that's ready for back to school. We've got this, fam.
McKaylee's up next in talent. We have been practicing for months, so she's absolutely going to knock the socks off them judges.
That is not what we've been practicing. McKaylee! Amy, what? what are you doing home? Don't you have to be somewhere? Yeah, I have to be here. What about an after-school club? Sure. How about Bad Girls Club? Oh, Amy, you need a plan. But I have a plan. Riding in cars with boys, then speed. Amy, please, it's too much. But there's so much more. Identity thief. Let's go to prison and stomp the yard. What's the worst that could happen? You don't want to be in prison, Amy? I don't think I'd get to be in prison. Get to be in prison? Why would you want to be in prison? I imagine it would help pass the time. Wow. So you're really that miserable here, huh? No, I'm happy. I have to be. You don't have to be happy, Amy. It's okay to be sad. I'm not sad. Tubi makes me happy. Tubi? Tubi. Tubi. The streaming platform with thousands of titles to choose from, like Bad Girls Club. Oh, Amy, I feel so silly. I was concerned there for a second. You are the silliest. I'm gonna go to Caitlin's house. She needs help stealing her grandma's car.
Hi, my name is Josh. I'm a cater waiter.
Hi.
I got some cool stuff in my truck I could show you later.
I'm good.
Has anyone ever told you look like a hot Taylor Swift?
No.
And baby, we could shake it off right after my shift.
Could I get my
Before
mojito?
you say, no, I'm a really nice guy, and you owe it to yourself to give me a try. If you play your cards right, I might make you my
Josh?
wife. Or would you rather
I'm
be
not the
single
one.
for the rest
Okay.
of your life?
If you're in this room right now, it ought to be because your child is going into Mrs. Walker's second grade class. If that's not the case for you, go ahead and awkwardly scramble out now. Parents, let me make one thing perfectly clear. I've been teaching for 20 years and I am exactly one nonsense email away from quitting this profession entirely and becoming the woman that helps you try on frames at the eye doctor. Now, some teachers may tell you that you should feel free to contact them anytime with any questions you might have. That is not me. If you have any questions, you can feel free to consult the handbook because it's in the handbook. And if it's not in the handbook, it's in your inbox because I've already emailed you about it. Now, why would you want me as your kid's teacher? I seem rude and abrasive. Well, I am. I'm rude and abrasive. And I also have the best test scores in this school. My current students complain about me 24/7, and my former students treat me like I'm Jennifer Lopez when I walk through these halls, and that's the sign of a good teacher.
Hey, has anyone ever told you that you look like a young Rachel McAdams? You do. Obviously, the biggest problem with America is that we're glued to the idea of a two-party system. I think that we would all benefit if people with different views, like libertarians, were given more of a voice. I'm sorry, but I already can tell that I could fill a book with all the stuff that I know that you don't about NFTs. I'm not being antagonistic. You're the one yelling at me. All I did was ask a simple question. What are you going to do with a communications major? You don't know what it's like to be a man in today's society. Like, for example, if I took you out for a date right now, which would I get in more trouble for? If I did offer to pay for your dinner or if I didn't? Because obviously I'm getting in trouble either way. Okay, but which demographic has experienced the biggest drop in job opportunities since women entered the workforce? Men. I personally do not care that this ball pit is full of children. This is my time to shine too. I deserve fun and frivolity, but I need more. I'm so sorry. I can't help it. My name's Caroline. I'm 27, and for the past 22 years, I have been hooked on phonics.
If you live in Chicago, come see me do improv. Tomorrow night, 7 p.m. at Logan Square Improv with Eric. Proof of vaccination required. BYOB. Tickets are only $5. Put a finger down. Are you me edition? Put a finger down if you have attention deficit hyperactive disorder. Put a finger down if you were a competition dancer growing up, but you weren't very good at it. And you know what I mean when I say that gold isn't always a good thing. Put a finger down if you live in Chicago. Put a finger down if you once ate 12 Krispy Kreme donuts and then your tummy hurt, and so you told your parents, I think I'm allergic to donuts. Put a finger down if you grew up in North Carolina. Put a finger down if humor is the way that you get the attention that you so desperately crave. Put a finger down if you have a puggle. Put a finger down if you have an older sibling that was occasionally referred to as the smart one. Put a finger down if you married your high school sweetheart. Put a finger down if that high school sweetheart is the opposite gender as you, but you're bisexual, so you'll have a complex about that for the rest of your life.
Mom, I want this. Get it for me. No, not this time, buddy. We're just here to pick up Mommy's medications. We're not buying anything. I said I want it. I would hate to have to cause a scene. Please? Jimmy, please? Help! I don't know this woman. She's trying to kidnap me. Help me, please! They know us at this CVS. That's not going to work a second time, Jimmy. She hasn't let me eat any food for 1,000 days. She makes me do her taxes. She makes me sleep in the cat tree. That's not true. I give him food every day. He's just tired. Yeah, he's just tired. If you don't get me this, I'm gonna tell Dad you called a plumber while he was at work and that it wasn't him who fixed the shower. Fine, we'll get it. Let's go. Do you have kids?
My brother's gonna be in the next pageant too. My mama wants to work on him's confidence, 'cause he's probably more shy than me. I told you he were shy.
Mummy, I've just had a rather queer thought. Can a woman be anything else besides a wife and mother? Not that I would want to be anything else, of course. I cannot wait to have a husband and children. Just, other women. Do they ever do anything else? And because we're not Catholic, I couldn't be a nun. Right?
No reason that you can't have the theme of the party and have treats that are...
It's Candyland.
There's candies that are not disgusting.
Look how beautiful my baby is. She couldn't be cuter if she came from my uter. Hello, I need help understanding something, so I'm reaching out to you. Yesterday, I posted a whimsical stitch with my friend Theo, and it got 554 likes, which is a lot more than I usually get with my 4 followers. People were saying some crazy things. One person even said, "Remember me when this is viral." Viral? A simple girl? Like me? But then all of a sudden the views stopped. Everybody who saw the video saw it within 2 hours. And then nobody saw it again. I was this close to being a viral sensation like Charlie Ray, and now here I am, regular girl once again. And I know my theater teacher would say that my constant need for attention is extremely off-putting, but I just want to know, why did TikTok stop showing my video? Favorite TV shows? Okay, this is easy. Number 1, RuPaul's Drag Race or anything RuPaul related. Number 2, The L Word. I mean, I haven't watched it, but if the shoe fits, am I right? And then finally Schitt's Creek, but only the scenes with Patrick and David.
Hi, Phil. I'm actually glad you're here because we actually need to have a serious conversation.
Of course, Sport. I'm always here to listen.
If you want to get married to my mom, there are gonna be a few rules in this house.
Marry your mom?
Yes, Phil. Don't be annoying. Mom already told me how she wants to get married to you.
She did? Caitlin, is this true?
She did! I'm not lying! Phil, you're the sweetest, kindest, most loving man I have ever met. Will you do me the honor and the privilege of being my husband?
What do you think, Quinn? Would that be okay with you?
Yes, but like I said, we need to go over the rules. You're allowed to be my stepdad, but you aren't allowed to eat my snacks.
This is the happiest day of my life.
But you only got one present. So isn't Christmas probably a teeny bit better than this day?
Good morning, Miss Wilson. Notice anything about me today?
Yeah, it's my birthday. Wow, yeah!
I do apologize, Miss Wilson. I did not mean to scream. But I'm not sure if I can promise you that it won't happen again, because today's my birthday! You did not have to get me a sticker, Miss Wilson. Thank you! But did you spend all your money on it? Because my dad says you actually don't make very much money at all. Attention, class! Today is my birthday! That's all. Jimmy, I don't know if anyone told you, but today's my birthday. So for a present, could you maybe stop being such a know-it-all during math class? That one's a present for me and you, Miss Wilson.
That! You know how you say that I would forget my head if it were attached to my neck? Well, actually, if it weren't attached to my neck, it would be floating in space! Dad, come see how good at reading I am. I can read whatever they put on my forehead. Easy peasy. You are in spring. They forgot the space, but yeah, we're in spring. Don't mind me, Dad. Just taking a selfie with a cat. No, there's not really a cat in here, Dad. Wow. Those are some big eyes you've got, lady. Gonna show you more reading, Dad. This one says something on my forehead, too. The one that never sleeps. I don't do any sleeping. Let's find out the money I'm gonna make, right, Dad? $2 million?
Hello, Elizabeth.
Hi, William.
How are you?
Well, I'm 14 and with child, so I'm not doing that great.
Oh, right. Sorry.
It's fine.
Look on the bright side. At least we're in love.
Yeah.
By the way, do you want to marry me?
It seems like I am going to marry you, yeah.